Club Association for laying off this magnificent day. Fantastic day, and I declare the day open. That you all have catalogue, and so with me as the council, and he's now owned by Alan Capital of the Mountain Pony Stallion should be, and is a firm favourite at Run Show. He is a direct descendant of the legendary Coed Coch mare. She was by Coed Coch Glyndŵr, out of Coed Coch Sirius, and she was winner of 55 first prizes and 41 championships, including championships at the Bath and West twice, Cheshire 4 times, 3 counties 3 times, Shropshire West Midland 3 times, Royal Welsh 5 times, Royal. The dam of Barnwr is Coed Coch Gwendydd, which is by Madog, and the Grand Dam was Coed Coch Sharon by Profwyd, and Sharon was out of Siaradus. Although these are, and his dam is Coed Coch Glenda by Coed Coch Madog, and owned now by Linda and Carl Ridgway of Arrows Farm in Nercwys Low. A son of his was third at the Royal Welsh Show this year. Coed Coch Llafar was purchased as a foal from the Coed Coch stud from Lieutenant Colonel Williams Wynne and represented the very beginning of the Arrows stud. Throughout his life, Llafar has only been lightly shown, but he is and always has been a delight to own. His progeny have worked extensively. Coed Coch Ruby was sold at the Coed Coch sale to Lord Kenyon. I think my notes tell me that she was number 95. Yes, Coed Coch Ruby sold to Lord Kenyon, sold for 1,000 guineas, and was lightly shown in 1983, gaining the second and the first reserve champion, 5th of the Royal Welsh. A filly by Coed Coch and was placed many times. Bred 2 fillies by Salton Sport Justin and Lacey Rupert, who also was exported to Holland by Gredington Andreas. Came to Churton Croft in 1990 and has continued to breed top-class stock by Coed Coch stallions, but unfortunately they've all been colts. He's just been shown at 22 years of age in the veterans class. Coed Coch Atebiad. Coed Coch Atebiad was out of Coed Coch Ateb. He was in fact by Salisbury. He was out of Coed Coch Ateb, who was by Marley, and he was sold at the 1978 sale for 1,100 guineas to Mr. Frank of Oxford. Coed Coch Ateb is out of Seabrooke. The Grand Dam is Coed Coch Sensigal by Tannable Berwyn. Of Mr. R. Potts, the vet, who unfortunately we understand died just this last week, where his daughters were retained before going on to Penwys. He came to Mrs. Pillington in July. 3 fillies so far have been retained, together with a young stallion, Coed Coch Nelma. Coed Coch Nelma was lot 104 at the original 1978 sale. Her dam, Coed Coch Netta, was a grey roan mare, and she was sold at the 1978 sale for 1,500 guineas to Mrs. Mills of Herrington. Nelma is now in the ownership of Mrs. Pat Pennington. Let me see now. Yes, she was sold at the 1978 Coed Coch sale to Mr. and Mrs. James Hanford of the Lisbane stud, where she bred the mare Lisbane Non, her only filly. In 1985, she returned to Plas Llywelyn, and when they bought her in 1992, she was the last Coed Coch pony to leave the stud. Although only lightly shown over the years, she was always successful, and won her last champion as a veteran at 20 years old. She attended the Welsh Field Day at Glanasg. In your catalogues, Coed Coch Tammy. Coed Coch Tammy was again sold at the 1978 sale, was a lot, 105. This one is by Salisbury, out of Coed Coch Tyner, by Coed Coch Asa, and is therefore a direct female line to Siaradus and Seren. Again owned by Mrs. Pinnington of the Churton Cross Stud, in Malpas, in Cheshire. When she was first sold, went to the Maple Bridge Stud, she bred 3 fillies by Coed Coch Triumph, notably Maple Bridge Arabella, who was the dam of many successful riding ponies. She was lightly shown, winning many championships at Churton Cross Trusson by Coed Coch Reg, is retained in the stud. Fortunately, we're missing a few now. I'm told again that perhaps they will be here after all. We're missing out on number 8 for a minute, just because Mr. John Jones has come to the ring. This one, I understand, is number 14, Nandewith Santes. Nandewith Santes is out of Coed Coch Tyner. And there you are. If she was, you must remember that you know, if she was a human being, she'd been in old people's home by now. But look how well she looks, and look at the shoulder on that pony. She is by both Coed Coch Crosswood and Coed Coch Barry, were purchased by Lady Cressig and exported to Australia. Everyone here today and all over the country for the good work that you did at Coed Coch. Without the Joneses, these Coed Coch ponies would not be around today. The offers are only the endless price, and the nice thing about them is, you know, that she had apparently not bred anything special to the original owners until she was put back to a Coed Coch horse, Brandon Walter. Johnnet, sold in 1978, a delightful little mare, unshown, but a prolific breeder who puts the most marvellous head and neck on all her offspring. She's owned by the Penwys Cross Foxes Stud. One of her sons by Cross Foxes Cleo, which is Coed Coch Oscar, Coed Coch Lynn, is the image of his grandsire, Coed Coch Barry. And this is from Lady Cressig Stud Groom in Australia. But sadly, due to the Cletier hunt losing the hounds late this spring, Sioned lost a perfectly good filly foal. Her name apparently would have been Sheddy. So rather a sad story there, but I'm very pleased to see Coed Coch Sioned here today. She was sold, incidentally, as a foal at the 1978 foal, again to Mr. and Mrs. Harry Featherstone Hall. She's out of Coed Coch Shortly, who was out of Siwan, who was out of Sarian, and therefore was out of Serliw. So there you are, wonderful breeding, Coed Coch Sioned, number 9. Now this is Nerin Cadno, foaled in 1979, by Coed Coch Barrow, and out of Coed Coch Lily. And am I right in thinking that at the back is number 16, which is Polaris Tilia. She's by Coed Coch Llwynog, out of Coed Coch Tarian. Now Nerwyn Cadno is the first of the Nerwyn prefix ponies, and he's won innumerable prizes throughout his vast showing career. Male champion and reserve Section A at the Royal Welsh Show in 1987. He has also been champion at the Great Yorkshire, United Counties, Talabont, Eglwys Bar, and several. He has sired several prize winners. His youngest daughters at the stud being Nerwyn Lowry and Nervin Letitia. Polaris, the foundation mare, Coed Coch Lily. She has been lightly shown and is the dam of the stud stallion Nerwin Tywysog. Now, Coed Coch, Nerwin Cadno. What happened was, just before the sale of Coed Coch, there were a few ponies that were given to the staff, and one of those ponies was Coed Coch Lily. And so, although this one now is called Nerwin Cadno, had the sale been a little bit later, this would have been a Coed Coch. And there is the next generation in the daughter. Coed Coch Trestle, cross Coed Coch Ann by Coed Coch Pryd. The sire of this pony is Coed Coch Reg, and the dam is Coed Coch Serena, again by Coed Coch Barliw. And the S tells you that Serena is a direct family line again to Serliw and to Serem. So, wonderful old breeding here. She was shown in young stock classes and always placed, gaining 2 Welsh champions, gaining 2 first and reserve supreme, and the 2nd Shropshire West Midland. Chocolate Dun Colts by Coed Coch Atebiad is fully Coed Coch bred. The filly foal at foot, Churtonscroft Seren Clare, is by Dun Mare, number 19, Churtonscroft Prothers. She's by Coed Coch Reg, out of Coed Coch Anreg, by Coed Coch Salad, and therefore is a direct female line to Peladrog and Tannable Prankio. Stud.
Well, he just went around that way.
Oh, I know, I see him over.
No, it was the Squidberry. Squidberry should be in the A. It'll be a 2nd generation.
Better Empress, do you?
Oh, yeah, they are.
Right, well, we've jumped a bit now. We've gone to Welsh Section A ponies, number 22. This is Betrus Ennis, owned by Gwyn Berry. And you're looking at the last son of Coed Coch Barry. This is the very last son of Coed Coch Barry. He sired the Supreme Mare Betrus Gweno, who won the Section A Royal Welsh 1999. And you only have to look at this pony, and I'm sure those of you who knew Madoff would agree. If ever a pony looked like Madoff, it must be this one.
Look at this little king.
With wholesale, all Coed Coch ponies Betrus pony. And I think that speaks for itself and tells you how much the Coed Coch staff, the Coed Coch owners, and the Berry family meant to each other. Gwyn Berry's father, of course, was extremely well known and very knowledgeable with the Welsh ponies. Wel, diolch yn fawr, Gwyn, am ddod â'r Merlin yma heddiw. Welsh Section B, the only Section P pony here today, I think. And this is Coed Coch Oni by Coed Coch Berwynfa. It was sold at the original sale to Jones and Bennett of Mold, who many of you remember. And Oni is out of Coed Coch Nina, who was sold for 1,600 guineas at the 1978 sale. The dam of Nina was Coed Coch Trowery, and she was sold for 2,000 guineas to Germany. And the grand dam, as many of you will know, was Downland Lavender. Nina, the dam of Coed Coch Oni, was first and champion in Anglesey, 1970, ponies of Britain, 1977. Oni came to cross foxes apparently in 1979. a year after the Coed Coch sale. And never, apparently, in the ensuing 23 years, have they regretted this. In 1990, for example, age 16, he won 8 first prizes, 3 native championships 4 times. He went on to win that championship at Peterborough that season. The following have been at Surrey County, Herts County and Essex County. And now at the ripe old age of 28, he is still a joy to watch and to own. Well, there, 28 is a good old age for a pony, but he doesn't look it, and what a wonderful section B. Thank you very much indeed for bringing him here today. If you just hold back a minute, please. Apparently there's a press conference. Don't go away, I've got a few more words to say. This here by the lovely old stallion Coed Coch which we read about earlier, who was by Coed Coch Salisbury, across Coed Coch and looks to have held to him. The pony behind is Penry's Helen. That's a lovely dark dun mare, whose sire and dam are by the full brothers Coed Coch Saled and Coed Coch Teggy. Her dam is of the increasingly rare by now P line, which traces directly to Tannable Francia, who, as I said, was one of the foundation mares of the Coed Coch stud. Covered this is number 23, which is Coed Coch, owned by Gwyneth Bill. Gwyneth Bill, incidentally, is able but extremely hard-working as a member of the Coed Committee. And I'm taking this opportunity to thank her for all the good work that she's done, not only for the Coed Welsh pony. The sire is a prize winner in the saddle, and the dam was a prolific winner and medal winner. The sire was Coed Major, and the dam was Coed Tommy. So here we are, Coed Llenos, 8-year-old mare, owned by Mrs. Bill of Tinnapuch in Nanerch in Moe. And as I say, a lovely mover there. And the pony's not too bad either. Kerry, the sire here is Nerwin Cadno, and the dam is Treherne Kismet. The Llanallen stud said they were very privileged to lease Bulka Gwent Kerry, bred and owned by Mr. Shen Jones, the stud groom for so many years at Coed Coch, and the handler of the great Coed Coch Maddock. Sadly, Shen is in a nursing home now, and is not able to be with us today. But we do owe him a great deal for all the good work that they did over so many years. Kerry's pedigree contains classical Coed Coch bloodlines. She is an outstanding broodmare, and she is the dam of the Dutch national champion, Bulka Gwent Carroll, and she is accompanied by her colt foal, Llanallen Allow. And I think that the foal is Llanallen Mist, a show-winning daughter of the foundation stallion Kidnell Mikado. Mist again got his great deal of... I thought this is not right, quite right. So this is number 26 now. Cook Mikado, of course, was originally the Kidnell stud of Mr. Hugh Featherstone Hall and his wife, and a very well-known stallion. But Llanallen Mist is a show-winning daughter of that stallion, and the granddaughter of their foundation mare, Lacy Little Miss, who in turn is the dam of the senior stallion, Llanallen Allow, by Black Hill Piccolo, the top show-winning colt in the UK in 1966 and 19 98. Miss carries a great deal of Coed Coch blood on both sides of her pedigree. She's produced her first foal this year, a cold foal by Llanalin Allo. Well, this seems to be a mare that moves really well, out of a very good pedigree, and going back to all those Bengad ponies that in is 28. This is Pond's Blythe in Magic Princess, David Hibbert, winning and being placed at many shows, including the first at Cheshire. Magic Princess is by Fry's Rocket, out of Cricket Shandy by Cricket Showman. And this gives me an opportunity for Coed Coch Society, and he's done tremendous work over the last 2 years. So thank you very much indeed, David, for the good work that you've done. But please can I have my notes back? Right, thank you very much. So yes, this is she, possibly then Magic Prince, and as I say, many congratulations to them, and thank you very much indeed for all the good work that you've done. And we understand that number 27, Mr. Hibbert's other pony, is not here to pay. Right, we move on rather quickly, please. And owned by Mr. and Mrs. Hitchmore of Better's Grove Coch in Corwin. I say 29 is by Coed Bantam. Coed, of course, was the prefix of the late Bob Lloyd, the auctioneer, as we knew him. Sadly, he's not here today, having died some time ago. But a very good breeder of Welsh ponies, and very, very proud of the ponies that he produced. Norris Trees, and was only brought in yesterday morning. He's out of Coed Coch Tislip, as I said, and they've had lots of fun with him. They've had rosettes and champions through the years, and he was second at the Royal Welsh. Norris Trees, another of Bob Lloyd's famous stallions, out of Norris Olwyn, again owned by Mr. and Mrs. Hitchmore. Again, lovely pony, a lovely mover. And then the other pony, number 31, at the bottom of the ring, that is Norris Fion. That's by Norris Trees. Hasn't been shown yet this year, but seems to be a lovely yearling. And if anybody can show a pony, I can tell you this gentleman can. Well done, Bobby. Well done, thank you very much indeed. That's Eastland Modland by Bengad Hercules, out of Brindancy Modland. Brindancy, of course, was the prefix. Number 33, a consistent prize winner throughout her life, having won several medals. She was third at the Royal Welsh Show in the year 2000. So that was the year before the foot and mouth. And she was third. And as you know, to have any prize at all in the Royal Welsh is an achievement. So this, as you can see, is a really lovely young mare. She was foaled in 93, so coming to her prime now, and a joy to behold. I think that the pony Gwawr. I hope she is anyway. She's by Lazy Busby, and out of Nantgowith Sylwyn. She was foaled in the 2000, again owned by Mr. and Mrs. Jones of Coed Coch again, Trausfynydd, and seems to me to be a lovely 2-year-old pony. Lindsay Justin, out of Lacey Heatherby, sold in 2001. So a lovely Palomino mare here, and a very nice yearling coming at the back. Hein wedi trefilio yma heddiw o draws fyny, ac yn dal reit sbreicli fel y gwelwch chi. Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi gyd am ddod â nhw yma. Mae'n bendigedig i gweld nhw. And there you see, if you want anything to keep yourself fit, as Mr. Jones has just shown you now, keep pony. And that'll make sure that you won't have to visit any health centres.
That's true enough.
Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi, Mr. Jones. And 13. 11, they are from the Cross Foxes, Mr. and Mrs. Bethel. 11 is Cross Foxes Eos. She's by Coed Coch Tequin and out of Coed Coch Arian. The Cross Foxes stud is in Llandyssil in Carmarthenshire. So the first one you see is foaled in 1985. The second one is Penwysk Helfydd, foaled in 1986 by Coed Coch Elfed and out of Coed Coch Harw. Again, full Coed Coch breeding. And the third pony is Cross Foxes Nerin by Coed Coch Rom, out of Coed Coch Ornad. And again, as you see then, is full Coed Coch breeding. So these three have come up from Llandyssil in Carmarthenshire. We thank them very much indeed for coming. Coed Coch Ornad, the dam of the last one, was sold at the 1978 sale by Bryd out of Coed Coch Nerin, and so this one goes back to Downland Sugar, who of course was by Coed Coch City. And these ponies, they've kept their age extremely well. Lovely to see them here today and for travelling such a long way to be with us. The first one, the Cross Foxes Eos, her sire was Coed Coch Tequin, with Royal Welsh as a yearling and as a 3-year-old. Her dam, Coed Coch Arian, was by Coed Coch Salisbury and out of Coed Coch on the Wyled by Coed Coch Glyndŵr. Tequin was by Saled and out of Coed Coch Gwendydd, again by Coed Coch Madog. The second pony, the Penwysk Helfydd, she really is a joint venture between Paul Gallia and herself. The Penwysk stud owned Coed Coch Harw, who was Saled Cross Iwan, and went to Paul in foal to Trevor Armstrong's Coed Coch Elfed. He was likely shown with great success in Scotland, where he has more than left his mark with his stock. He joined the Cross Foxes stud this spring, and again another one with an outstanding temperament. And at the time was so weak and tidy that Edward the stud groom had to carry her in from the fields. Rosemont herself was a full sister to Coed Coch Rion. When David took this tiny mite on, who did not appear to have one strong bone in the body. She did well, however, in 3-year-old classes, and will come out again later this summer in adult classes for the first time. Well, that's a bit of the history of those three ponies. Thank you very much indeed. And 38. The first one here is Nerwyn Leila, with Wyn Jones at the head. Nerwyn Leila is the daughter of Nerwyn Leah by Bertrand Daniel. Has been shown very successfully since the foal. She was champion and medal winner on several occasions, including female champion at Shrewsbury as a 2-year-old and female reserve champion at the Royal Welsh in 1999. To date this year she has been champion at the Bath and West, first at the 3 counties, second at East Anglia Native. She is the dam of Nerwyn Lowry and Nerwyn Letitia. The second pony, Lowry, has only been slightly shown, as the foot and mouth last year prevented them from being shown as a 3-year-old. She was shown once as a 2-year-old and was champion and Welsh medal pony and cob medal winner. So they're looking forward to showing her as a brood mare. The third one is Nerwin Letitia. Letitia was the youngest daughter of Nerwin Leila by the stud stallion Cadno. So there are 3 lovely ponies. The first one, as I say, is by Berdraval Daniel. The second by Nerwin Cadno, and the third by Nerwin Cadno. And these are almost full Coed Coch blood. And old now, of course, by wind. Surprises because now that you see them going, that's a really true Welsh mountain pony. All for you. Joy to behold. We have 39 and 40. 39 is Nanda with Ira. She's a daughter of Nanda with Santes by Betu Seruntlis. Seruntlis was by the full brother of Coed Coch Profwyd, and Nanda with Ira, like her mother, was a winner in many of the shows. Well, I hope that Mr. Jones won't mind me saying, but he is better known as Big John of Coed Coch, and he's been a wonderful asset to the Coed Coch stud, and as you know, he judges all over the country and indeed all over the world. The second pony is Nerwin Prince Foxy Bok. That is again a pony by Nerwin Cadno, out of Linwood Jasmine, and this one is owned by Helen Larkin of Buffin Kellin, Polverellin in Tresin in Mole. Nerwin Prince Foxy Bok, or Boxer as they call him, was bought from Beeston Horse Sales on a dark October day in 1988. He was 5 months old, was a very dark grey. Initially he was providing that you have the eye for it, and a little bit of good luck to be there in the right place. What a wonderful pony. Bay. So he hasn't come too far. But here again, a lovely pony, shown with great success, most notably the Supreme Champion at North Leach in 1999. The foal at foot is by Black Hill Piccolo. Silk breeding goes back to Coed Coch Sirius, the foundation stare of the stud. Sirius was dam of some of the great ponies like Coed Coch Sharadas, was bought off Mr. Lewis before Rhydyfelin had their own prefix. Rhydyfelin's son dog was sold to the Rebel stud, and he was sire of Rebel Carefree. Also Rhydyfelin Sugar, who stood that stud at Rhydyfelin for many years, been sold to the Twyford stud. Rhydyfelin Sean was sold to Holland and dominated the Dutch sire ratings for 10 years. And the Section B Rhydyfelin Selwyn again went to the Twyford stud, leaving his mark there. So this is a pony that has not travelled too far to come here today, just about a mile or two, but very successful in the show ring. And as I say, the foal by the very well-known Black Hill Piccolo. Well, even though you've only come a short distance, thank you very much indeed for coming and for showing us again another true Welsh mare. The first show for 2002 was to be the Royal Welsh, but I haven't heard how she got on there. But the way she's moving today, if that's anything to go by, I'm sure that she did extremely well. That's a lovely mare by Carol Oldfield. The second one is Carol Welsh Doll. That's the first foal. 51 is Melamont Samfire from Roberts of Turog and Sanan. And that's a young mare, and almost as young a handler at the front as well, I think. How lovely it is to see these ponies around like this, with no fear at all. Melamont Samfire is a daughter of Nedwin Cadner, who you saw, and C.A. Jones of Brentford in Hollywell. Lovely Palomino there, foaled in the year 2000, so only 2-year-old. She was foaled, in fact, at the Avalon Manor, Sandown, on the Isle of Wight, and was owned by Mrs. Monk. Electra was the first filly foal born by Avalon Carousel since returning from Holland. And obviously, this is a pony that has given them great pleasure, both in and out of the ring. That. '55 is Thistledown Walnut, sired by Coed Coch and out of the Avalon Woodlark in Lancashire. The
Sort of, yeah.
No.
Sarong, Carmarthenshire. As I say, so named because the sire won the Rose Prize Trophy at Peterborough. Her dam, which is still with us today, age 29, was by Coed Coch Nestor. His three, and this is Helen Carabis. As I said, Charmer has been male champion at Royal Welsh 3 times, supreme champion twice, and reserve supreme this year to A.L.'s Windflower, who incidentally was a granddaughter of their own stallion, Helen Carabis. This Coed Orpheus that Derry has is by Coed Charmer. This is a 2-year-old country pony. And as I say, we're very grateful to Bob Derry and Adrian were at the Royal Welsh last week. They want to go to the Centurion. The front line has read 2 stones and 5. Well, thank you, Audrey, for bringing those lovely ponies here today. And I think there's no need to talk about ponies like this. The lady that's coming second, which is Mrs. Harry Williamson, Jessie, as she is known to us. And before we go any further, can I take this opportunity to congratulate Jessie, because at the Royal Welsh Show, the female champion was A.R. Windflower out of her stud, which she sold some time ago. And not only she won the Supreme Champion, and then she, to add on to that, Jessie herself was second in the class with another AR pony. These Williamson ponies, like the Hidden ponies, are wonderful ponies. And Bobby She's a half-sister to champion Coed Coch, unshown as a brood mare, has had some lovely offspring when mated to a tomahawk. Coed Coch and this Coed Petra was bred by Mr. D.C. Evans Joseph. They said, when we talk about characters, we think of people that are of a bygone age. Well, I can tell you that this little Joseph is a character. I remember speaking to him and I explained to him, well, I spoke English because I thought his mother was English, which she is. And he said to me in Welsh, he said, my father says, but my mother is like our sheepdog. She understands Welsh, but she can't speak it. So that's Joe for you. And he's absolutely delighted. We have wonderful ponies in Coed, and the two studs, the Hidden stud and the AR stud. And just amongst them as well, as a very high-ranking stud, was the Nevid stud, owned by Mrs. M.C. Williams. I don't know whether she's here today, but a few weeks ago, maybe she is not here today, I don't know. But the first one here now is Nevid Super Sir. Both Super Sir and Sunshine go back to Coed Coch Blantyre. Coed Coch Blantyre was sold to Australia in 1958. Super Sir and Sunshine, the second one, the great Blantyre, and her descendants.